In this video, we're going to show you how easy it is to set up our 10x20 stall kit with a 10x10 cover. It usually takes about 3 hours for 2 people to complete the installation, so let's get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is clean and level the area where you want your stall to go, then lay out all the panels and the gate. These are the ground level posts that hold down the shelter panels. Go ahead and start marking where you want to dig the holes for those. In this case, they're 10 feet apart. After that, go ahead and get to digging. You're going to dig down about 3 feet for each post. Our shelter panels, they come in 2 pieces, so go ahead and start getting those connected together with the included hardware. And then after you have the shelter panels bolted together, go ahead and start standing them up and clamping them to the rest of the other panels. You don't need to fully tighten down the panel clamps just yet. You can leave them just snug, because we'll go back around at the very end and tighten everything up. You can kind of see how the shelter panels go right over the holes we dug for the posts. And then after that, you should start to have something that looks like this. Okay, so next, yep, you guessed it. Go ahead and go around and start clamping the rest of the panels together. The gate too. Now, as far as where you put the gate, you can put it wherever you want, and you can always move it around if you want to put it on a different spot in your stall in the future. So as you can see right here, the stall is starting to take shape. So what we're going to do next is actually measure corner to corner inside the shelter panels to make sure they're nice and squared up evenly for the trusses. And yes, for the trusses, it does make it a lot easier if you have 2 ladders that are at least 8 feet tall. As soon as you land the trusses onto the shelter panels, go ahead and secure them to the panels with the panel clamps. An important tip for the roofing material is to draw a line right down the middle of each piece of the roofing material at 5 feet, right in the middle. This is going to make it a lot easier to screw into the middle truss in the middle of the roofing material. Once you have all the roofing material marked in the middle, go ahead and have someone on the ground hand the roofing material up to the guy on the ladder and slide him into place. After you're happy with the position of the roof material, go ahead and secure the roof material to the trusses with the included self-tapping screws. You're also going to secure the overlap of each piece together, tin to tin, with the same self-tapping screws. Now there will be some excess roof material hanging off one of the ends. It's up to you whether or not you want to trim the excess off. Most of our customers just leave it, but again, it's up to you. After you're happy with the way the stall is looking, everything looks nice and straight and even, go ahead and get those ground level posts back out and get them underneath the shelter panels. If you need to, you can get a little screwdriver to get the holes all lined up for the bolts. After you get the posts bolted and secured to the bottom of the shelter panels, bring on the concrete. We just use Quikrete mix. We usually start by dumping in some of the bag. We don't dump the whole thing all in at once. We'll dump a little bit in, add some water, and then add the rest of the mix on top of the water there. And that's about it. Now you have yourself a nice little 10x20 stall with a 10x10 cover. It should take 2 people a little bit less than 3 hours to complete. If you get stuck along the way, or if you have any questions, do feel free to give us a call anytime, and we'll be happy to help you.